Look at Constitution. Under this topic, we look at meaning of Constitution, relationship between Constitution and constitutionalism. Of course, we also look at features of Constitution, why Constitution is necessary in a country, then types of Constitution. So let's start with our first definition of Constitution. We said a constitution may be defined as a whole body of fundamental laws, customs, conventions, principles, rules, and regulations according to which a particular government of a country or an organization operates. The Constitution therefore specifies the working of a government or organization, the functions of its officials, the rights and duties of its citizens or members. As a result of the complex nature of modern-day government, the use of Constitution in order to spell out the functions and relationship among the branches of government has become a destrarum. So therefore, Constitution is talking about the whole body of what? Fundamental laws, customs, conventions, and principles. Regulations that are being established in order to regulate the conduct of a particular country, organizations, or an institutions, and it specifies the rights and duties of that particular members or citizens of that country. That is what we refer to as a constitution. So therefore, having looked at what is a constitution, we look at features of a constitution. A constitution is a whole body of fundamental laws, customs, etc., according to which a particular government of a country or an organization operates. So when we talk about a constitution, is what is a whole body of what? Fundamental laws, customs, conventions, according to which a particular government of a country or an organization operates. It has a preamble, an introduction, which states the ideological stand of that constitution. Then of course the constitution states the type of party system that will operate in a country. In other words, if we should have a multi-party system, a single party system, or a two-party system, a constitution is always cleared on it. For instance, when we have the 1978 constitutions, the preamble was very clear that Sierra Leone should have a one-party state constitution, and the 1991 constitution made provisions for multi-party democracy or multi-party system. So therefore the constitution states the types of party system that will operate. 1978, it was very clear about one-party state, and in 1991 it is very clear about the multi-party system. So it also states the type of party system. Then it names the organs of government, their functions, and their relationship to one another. A constitution of a country specifies the rights and duties of the citizens. It may be found in one document but supplemented by organic laws. So therefore it is very clear with regards to what are the rights and functions of citizens. Then we continue further. Also, another features of a constitution, it specifies the types and characteristics of government, either unitary, federal, presidential, or cabinet system to be adopted. A constitution is very clear with regards to what types of government system. Is it a unitary, federal, presidential, or cabinet system? In the case of Sierra Leone, the 1971 constitution, which is a republican constitution, is very clear that we have to adopt a presidential system rather than a cabinet system that we inherited just after independence. Then of course it provides the procedures for the amendment of the constitution. A constitution provides for revenue allocation formula, how the state will raise money, and of course it states the tenure of office the tenure of office holders and their qualifications. That is another features of the constitutions. It very clears with the tenure of office holders and their qualifications, what qualifies you to become a honorable member of parliament, what qualifies you to become a president. A constitution is very clear on it. That is another features or characteristics of a constitution. So we look at the roles or functions or importance of a constitution, or why constitution is necessary in a country. A constitution specifies the model of operandi of a government or an organization. A constitution is very clear with regards to how a government should operate. Then of course it states the ideological direction of any government. A constitution performs a function of stating the type of party system that a country will operate. It maintains political stability by specifying the mode of changing the government peacefully and also declining any violent means like coup d'etat unconstitutional. A constitution names organs of government and specifies their functions and relationship to one another. It stipulates the rights and duties of citizens. A constitution is a document that specifies the type and characteristics of government, either unitary, federal, presidential, or cabinet system of government a country can adopt. So a constitution is important in the state because one, it says the ideological directions of the government. A constitution also performs a function by telling us the type of party system, as we said earlier on in the features. Are we going to practice a multi-party system? Are we going to practice one party system? A constitution is very clear, so it's very important. It maintains the political stability. Why? Because it is able to specify how to change a government in a peaceful means. For instance, the 1991 Constitution made the provisions how to remove the president. One, you have what we call impeachment through parliament. Then of course you also have a situation of removing the government to elections by the ballot box. So it condemns the unconstitutional means like a coup d'etat. So it's very specific with regards to how to change a government with a peaceful means. That is why a constitution is very important in a modern state. It also tries to stipulate the rights and duties of citizens. The rights and duties of citizens, these are not rights given to you by the state, but they are being enshrined into the Constitution of Sierra Leone. They are being enshrined to the Constitution of your country, what are your rights and duties and also obligations as a citizen. A constitution, you said, it also a document that specifies the types and characteristics of government. Are we to adopt a unitary, federal, presidential, cabinet system of a country? That is another significant aspect of a constitution in a state. We also need a constitution because the constitutional ensures that no organs of government should exceed the powers allocated to it. A constitution serves as a symbol of nationhood and sovereignty. It protects the rights and liberties of individuals in a country. The Constitution specifies the mode of seeking redress when one's individual rights are infringed upon. The Constitution stipulates the forms of civil service, whether independent or political appointment, that should be adopted in a country. The Constitution specifies the rules under which the people of a country are to be governed. A constitution prevents leaders from becoming too powerful and dictatorial. So another important aspect of the constitution, it ensures that the organs of government, no one exceeds its functions or mandates given to it. It also protects the liberty, the right of the individuals within the country. The constitution specified how to seek redress if you feel your rights have been violated, how to seek redress from a competent court of law. Then of course the constitution is very clear with regards to the rules which the people of the country are to be governed. Of course, it prevents leaders from becoming too powerful and dictatorial because the constitution also limits the powers of the president and what are his limitations as a leader. That is another important aspect of a constitution in a state. So have a look at the importance of constitution and why we need it in the modern state. Let us look at the sources of constitutions. Where do we get constitutions? One, past experience. The political, social, economic or geographical and historical of certain country serve as a major source of its constitutions. You also have historical documents. Historical documents such as the treaties, the Magna Carta, 1215, the Bill of Rights, 1689, and the Constitution Reform Bills of 1832, all in Britain serve as a source of their constitution.